Hello guys, we're finally in sort of like Osaka. I got like 3 trains to get here. Got the Symphonic, then the train to Umeda, and then another train here. But we're heading to the Gorilla Hall to hopefully catch Unlucky Morpheus, and then we'll see what we get from there. So I'm either in the right place or insanely lost, one of the two, to be honest. Now, of all the gigs we've been to, this one was the most expensive. It was about 70,000 yen for this gig, which was way more expensive than anything else we've been to. But I really wanted to see Unlucky Morpheus, just because obviously, you know, groups like Numerise, we've seen Band-Aid, Baby Metal, but you know, so on and so forth. But they've always got like a sort of a slim chance to kind of tour outside of Japan, coming to the UK or Europe or America or something like that, you know. Unlucky Morpheus is one of those bands where they're never going to come out of Japan, you know. So one of my personal favorites. So this is definitely a me thing. I'm here by myself at the minute on a set of instructions from Howard, purely based off, I did get 2 tickets, but then Howard's had a technician that got booked, an email got booked in for the morning, so he is currently at home awaiting this technician. It was one of those things that he couldn't avoid, so literally, yeah, I'm in Osaka by myself, which is kind of cool. At the same time, it's kind of my first time sort of proper mooching about, you know, without Howard breathing down my neck. Also kind of scary, but I mean, to be fair to him, he did the instructions down to a T. Like, you know, I'm practically blind as a bat, as you guys know. But I think even a baby could have followed those instructions and made it. So, yeah, big praise for him, for sure. Like I said, I see some stuff here. I know that the venue is kind of close. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like or where it is 100%. But I think we're on the right track. We're going to go over the bridge in a second. So yeah, I'll let you know when we're close. I got a spare ticket now as well, because of Howard not being able to make it. I got a spare ticket, so you never know. Might be able to make somebody's day and give them the spare ticket if there's anybody there at the show that wants to get in. That'd be pretty nice and a bit of good karma, I think. But you never know, because like I said, we had the exact same problem with trying to get into Nemophila and Trident, and unfortunately couldn't get in because he didn't have a ticket. So hopefully we'll make somebody else's day if that becomes a thing. But right, I'm going to try and find this venue, and I'll see you guys in a second. So hang on, you guys can enjoy the nice view before we go. Cheers to that. Hey guys, we did manage to finally make it to the gig. We're here, so I've already gone and got a bit of merch from over there. You can see the Unlucky Morpheus stand as well, so I'm super excited. Yeah, let's hope this is worth it. So, but yeah, it seems like a really nice place so far. Pretty cool. I'm gonna try and get a locker to dump my bag in for a little bit, so I'm not carrying it. And yeah, I'll see you guys inside. Excited! Hey guys, finally back. So we're here. We are in the gig. We are here. Obviously, I don't know how much I'm allowed to record when the actual show's on, as usual. So I will try and keep it to a minute. But it'll be the first time ever to see Fuki and Jill and Shiren. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll talk to you once we get out. If I can cut some footage, I will do, but I highly doubt it, as usual. So yeah, see you guys at the end. Well, there we go, we just came out of the Unlucky Morpheus gig of the Gorilla Bar. Man, I am so happy. And also so sweaty. But yeah, there you go. It's one thing hearing Fuki and Shiren and Jill and stuff like that when you hear them on CD. Seeing them as is another thing. Like, oh my god, it was crazy, absolutely bonkers to kind of see them. Now, of all the gigs that I've done since I've been in Japan, this was the one I really wanted to do, just because I know Unlucky Morpheus don't really tour outside of Japan. So it meant a lot to me personally to come to this one. So yeah, this was like, out of all the gigs I've booked since I've been here, this was the most expensive one, and a personal sort of boon for me, as it was. But lovely view coming out here. It's just a golf course. It's just like the gig's just next to a golf course, driving range. It's crazy. But I start the long walk back now to the train station, so I'm going to hit the subway. It's not that far of a walk, so you get a little bit. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Exactly kind of sort of what I hoped they would be, in every sense of the word. I look like a mad idiot here, like recording myself just coming out of this gig. But yeah, fast-paced, frantic. What I will say about this gig as well is like how amazingly nice everybody was. Now, like, even at the Bandmade gig, when I went to go and see Bandmade, crowd was a little bit rowdy. This one, no, man, everybody was dead polite. Everybody kind of like stood their ground. It was dead more sort of laid back kind of experience. At the same time, while everybody was headbanging, waving their arms and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. Like Fuki, like when Fuki really kind of gets going, you can really kind of like feel her vocal power. And like it's weird. It's like she can sing way louder than you expect her to. She's got that power, that vibrato, as she puts behind when she sings. And oh my god, like when she hits those notes, whoo! Like she can proper sing. She can proper belt it out. It's actually incredible. I thought everybody was absolutely incredible. It was lovely as well seeing Jill play these like little classical licks mixed in when like in between and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy even just that, to be honest. Kind of crazy just to see Jill as like majestic as it is. Like, I don't think you really appreciate a violin player until like you kind of like see like a really good one, like a notably good one. And she was notably good. I got myself a shirt as well. Happy with that. I got a little bit of Unlucky Morpheus merch, because I'm in the baby metal top at the minute. So yeah, I'll probably switch out of the baby metal top into the Unlucky Morpheus top at any point, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, like, again, everything was amazing. The sound was amazing. The crowd was amazing. Everybody seemed up for it. I'm really happy as well that I went straight to the gig. I actually thought the show started at 6. So I was like, I had me and Howard were talking, and we were like, oh, we're gonna stay, you can check out Osaka and all that for a little bit, and then go to the gig. When I got here, I decided against it. I went to Umeda to look around, obviously, because I've got to get back there in a second, which is where I'm walking to. And then on top of that, I just got the other train straight here, straight here. And literally, as I arrived at the venue, like, people were already in. They were already pushing people in. And I was like, I was looking at the time, I was like, it's like 4 o'clock. I thought I had 2 hours. I haven't eaten today because I thought I would have 2 hours at the gig to like get something to eat, get a bit of water or something. But no, they just shoot everybody in at 4 o'clock. And I was like, I'm like 2 hours early. But apparently not. And then by 5 o'clock the show started. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, like, whether or not I got like a little guardian angel on my shoulder or not, somebody wanted me to see that show. So I'm really glad I didn't piss around Osaka like I was, like was kind of like the original plan. I don't even know if I'll have enough time to really take Osaka in on the way back, to be honest, because obviously I've got to jump over this bridge again. We saw this one on the way down. And then I got to head back to Yamida, and then I'm on a coach, so literally on a coach all the way over. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Everybody's going one way. I'm going to go the other because I'm going to go to the exit that I know and not stir the pot or the plan. I know where I'm going, and I'm going to stick to it, even though there's probably an entrance to the subway that way. It just gets me away from the mass of people now all walking down after the gig. Plus you get a really nice view up here as well. So I mean, look at this. Don't say I don't take you anywhere. Oh shit. Oh, I dropped the bottle. 1 second. No, I dropped the bottle. Do not litter in Japan. I am a respectful foreigner. But yeah, look at that. Everywhere, it's just beautiful, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, like Shiren's playing absolutely majestic. He may be contesting Takeyoshi Omura for Sexiest Man Alive in my books. That is a very prestigious title, by the way. That's only been held by Takeyoshi Omura. So yeah, to say that Shiren's in with a bout, that's the biggest compliment I could pay. But his shredding was absolutely incredible. The whole band was great, to be honest. Yeah, I was really lucky. If it's not already apparent, I have a bit of a bias between Fuki, Shiren and Jill. And where I was stood in the crowd was actually literally there. And in front of me was Fuki, Shiren and Jill. So yeah, I got some sort of lucky guardian angel looking down at me on that. For that, there must be. But yeah, everybody's like, oh, just how beautiful everything is, man. It's crazy. Oh, I'll tell you what, I don't want to ever leave. But yeah, absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. I mean, what more can I say? Like, the gig was really organised as well. Well, I mean, we were in without a crash. There wasn't any pissing about. There wasn't any messing around. It was really organised. Got my drink ticket really easy. Which is my water, which went in about 2 seconds. And then yeah, we were in. I was stood there and I was like, everybody was dead respectful. Nobody pushed in. Everybody was brilliant. You know, for once, me being 5'7" was actually not too bad. I was actually taller than most of the people in there, which is yay. There's like, you know, I can use my, you know, tall height of 5'7" to actually do something useful for a fucking change. Look at the view there. But yeah, it was all good in retrospect. I really enjoyed it. I want to say a big thank you as well to all my supporters, to everybody that helped me get me here, the people that like these videos, the people that share them, subscribe, comment. I would never be able to be in this position to do the things that I do, to be able to give you these footage. I'm really happy we managed to get some footage as well. Which I'm really happy about. They allowed us to record one song. Now, I usually don't record songs in their entirety. When I'm at a gig, I usually just do like 10-20 seconds here, maybe 40 seconds, and then I'll put my phone back in my pocket because I never want to record the whole thing. I know that I've got to do my job sometimes as a YouTuber, but at the same time I want to be there for the experience. So I was happy that they let us record the one song. I made the most of that. Recorded it as well as I could have while still trying to headbang and slam my fist. But yeah, absolutely insane experience. And again, big thank you to everybody. The people that have had faith in the channel, watched from the beginning, the people that support me, the people over the years that have become friends, that either live in Japan or don't live in or elsewhere. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. This has been a dream come true for me. I'm so happy. Yeah, like wow, just thank you everybody. Spicy. Yeah, thank you everybody. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. See you next time. Bye. Unlucky Morpheus. Hello guys, welcome back, and guess where we are? Yes, we are outside yet another Unlucky Morpheus gig. All thank you to this man right here. Yeah, Al, thank you very much for providing the tickets for this one, my man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir.
And and Howard as well. Howard is popping his Unlucky Morpheus cherry as well. So,
I really wish you wouldn't word it like that.
That's exactly the reason why I word it like that. But yeah, we're queuing up now. We're going back in. Again, I probably won't be able to record or anything. I did manage to get a little bit of footage when we were in Osaka, so there might be like a bit where we can get some footage. But as always, go try and be as respectful as possible as we walk in. So yeah, here we go. We're going in. Again, a big thank you very much, my man, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello guys, welcome back, and we've just finished the Unlucky Morpheus gig. I had to have a shower, quickly change my top because I was soaked in sweat, like literal my shirt was hanging off me, sweat. The gig was fantastic. What more can I say? Unlucky Morpheus, I've been extremely blessed, not only to see them once, but to see them twice. And even more blessed to see them both gigs in completely different atmospheres, completely different scopes, completely different ways of it, like, you know, the band approaching them. It's been nice to see the difference between the two. In Osaka, it was more of, you know, you're gonna stand, you're gonna appreciate the band. The sound quality obviously was a lot better than the one at this gig. They played a few more songs, a bit more of a classical tone. Whereas this one, it was a bit more gritty, dirtier, in your face. Everybody was bouncing up and down. People, you know, crowd surfing, mosh pits, walls of death. You name it. It was a vastly different type of show. And I enjoyed both. Now, I got to do a big shout out again to Al, who offered us the tickets. It was very last minute, and he was very gracious. He was like, I want to meet you and stuff like that. Like, thank you so much. This is what the community is all about. You guys reaching out and helping me do this. So for that one, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. So big shout out to Al now for that. But yeah, like we were debating this, like me and Howard were talking about this. We're like, do we really need to see them twice? You know, because we were looking at other bands and what we could do. But yeah, I'm really glad that we took the plunge to do it, because it was just a vastly different experience. It was like not like we were watching the same band. I can't put into words just how completely different the Osaka gig it was to this one. It was just completely different in every conceivable way. And it was a much different experience, and I'm really glad I experienced this one, because this one had a little bit of a more of a sort of a Western feel to it, a little bit more emotional. I always like it when a crowd is really up for it and raw. The great thing about Japanese culture, all the gigs that I've been to, is everybody is really polite. Everybody gives you a space, and it's very civilized. This one felt like the Japanese people, whilst still very civilized, they felt like they, you know, were let off the chain a little bit, like, you know, pent some emotion, you know, get off and go wild a little bit, and that really added to the atmosphere. You could see that the band really thrived off that. Shiren as well. Everybody's headbanging, everybody's pushing, everybody's doing wall of death and stuff like that. Yeah, it was incredible. And I want to say as well, I lost my phone in the mosh pit. I was in the mosh pit, and then after the song finished, I looked in my pocket. I was like, oh my fucking god, I've dropped my phone in the fucking mosh pit. And I was just like I knew instantly. I was like, well, my phone is fucked. It's going to be smashed to a million pieces, and I'm probably not going to find it. And this is probably the biggest thing I could say to the Japanese people. Oh my god, you guys continue to impress me every single time. My phone went to the front, and Fuki passed me my phone back, so I was just like, yay! So that was a lovely little moment. But it was my phone was sort of intact. Obviously it had been stepped on once, so there was a bit of a crack at the back, but my screen is fine. So it could have been a lot worse, because I know that if that was in a Western gig, there ain't no chance in hell I'm getting my phone back, or it being in relatively decent condition. So the Japanese people, the kindness, their generosity, their wholesomeness really shines through there, and you know, it makes an already amazing gig 10 times better because of the people that you're in. Like they can get a bit spicy, they can get a little bit naughty, but the respect, the wholesomeness, the brotherhood of being in that crowd is always paramount to the experience. So that, you know, was a different kind of vibe that I really enjoyed. Yeah, as for the gig itself, I thought the sound quality was a little bit off for this one. I'm not going to lie. Like, maybe it's just because I'm comparing it again to the Osaka gig, where it sounded a lot better. But I think that was like set up to be better because it was a bigger hall, probably better acoustics. This one, again, it felt like a much dirtier, grittier kind of gig, kind of show. And it really seemed to suit Unlucky Morpheus. Well, the one thing that I didn't get in Osaka, again, is Unholy Orpheus opened as well. It was like two birds with one stone a little bit. I know technically the same people, but I didn't get that in Osaka. So coming over here and seeing them open, I was just like, oh my, yeah, I was just like, I'm up for this. I know most people, you know, more of the Unlucky Morpheus persuasion because of Fuki, and they love Fuki's vocals, but again, I'm very much down for Unholy Orpheus, and I love Shiren's voice as well. And the band, it's something a little bit drastically different, and I like that. But yeah, I mean, they all looked great as usual. The gig was amazing. I was everywhere. I wasn't in one particular spot. I couldn't get any footage for this one. Again, that was just the rules of the gigs. I'm lucky that I managed to get some footage for the Osaka one. So I might just play that over this one. So it's not the footage from the gig, but yeah, it's a little bit of some B-roll that might go on in this video. But yeah, it was brilliant. I was in the mosh pit, man, for the majority of the gig, and I did quite well. But the room was really warm. The aircon in that gig was like, it was on, but it didn't feel like it was on. It got hot, stuffy, sweaty. I was like I sweated in places I didn't even know I could sweat. But everybody seemed like they were having a good time, you know, and yeah, it was brilliant. I made it to the last song, but I needed the bolt. As soon as the last song had finished, I was like, I need some fresh air. I know a lot of people stayed for the talk and the photograph after, but yeah, I needed water. I was done at that point. Like, I was like, you know, if I would have stayed there, I would have passed out. I was that close. I was that hot, sweaty, horrible. I think even Howard kind of test when he saw me come out the gig, like just how much I freaking sweating. My top was weighing me down. It had gone from a cotton shirt into like some freaking medieval armor. Oh, thank you, my dude. Howard just passed me my dinner. So yeah, it was in that kind of, you know, respect that the gig was amazing. And again, as much as I really like the Osaka one, and that was my first ever gig, my first ever time seeing Unlucky Morpheus, so it always had like a special place in my heart. Again, seeing the gritty, nasty side of Unlucky Morpheus, I'm really glad I went. I'm really glad I offered him as a ticket. It felt like a whole different, like I was watching a whole different band in the best of ways. It was just a really good experience. Again, the people, fantastic. The country is fantastic. The personalities are beautiful. Every time I bumped into somebody with headbanging, just random, it was just an all-round lovely time. And it's going to hurt, you know. It's going to hurt coming back and doing Western gigs again, because the Japanese have left such a high bar, high standard when it comes to just etiquette and courtesy, that's the basis, probably the bottom line, where I'm gonna freaking now for the rest of my life base that on the Japanese, which is probably unfair for every other gig I'm ever going to go to, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. But yeah, they were absolutely incredible. If you got any questions or anything like that in the comments that you want me to answer, I will try to do my best. These videos are always a bit weird because, you know, my mind's always racing. You always get a bit of adrenaline. I'll probably tack on a little bit when I get back to England and kind of like reassess my thoughts a little bit more, because you still got the adrenaline stuff kind of going through. I feel dirty, by the way. Like literally, since we came back to Howard's, I had to like stand in that shower for half an hour and just scrub myself like 8 times over because I just felt dirty. Like after being in that mosh pit for the last like 3 hours, it was unbelievably sweaty in the best kind of way. But yeah, again, Unlucky Morpheus, I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about Howard, and I'm sure we'll talk on his to use or something about it as well, so we'll have a bit more opinions. Obviously, I'm a little bit slightly biased because I love the band so much. They're one of the bands that originally got me into Japanese like J metal. So yeah, I'm sure me and Howard will have like a little bit backwards and forwards. So look forward to that one, because that was his first Unlucky Morpheus gig as well. And yeah, wow, like I'm interested to know what his thoughts and opinions are on it as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll link the video probably to an East or whatever in the bottom. But again, big thank you to all my supporters, all my subscribers, everybody that watches the videos. This is something a little bit away from reactions, something I've wanted to do for ages in Japan. I'm hoping that these videos can do incredibly well. They get the views, they get the traction, they get the support, they get the interaction, they get shared around, so that I can hopefully make this a regular thing. That's the plan. That's what I want to do. I want to keep coming back, keep showing you guys the experiences, or as much of the experiences as I can show, because obviously recording's a little bit on and off. If I can do it, I will do it. There's lots of videos here that I've got loads of footage to show you guys, which I know you guys will love and enjoy. Unfortunately, this is just not one of those shows where it was just banned outright, and I'm not gonna record or chance it or be disrespectful just for the sake of content. So yeah, I'm always going to adhere to the rules for that thing. But yeah, again, thank you for all the support. I hope you guys continue to have faith in me, to continue to help support the channel. And yeah, and just a big thank you for letting me do this, for letting me have this moment. Just, it's incredible. You guys are incredible. So yeah, see you guys next time.